Earlier this week, we spoke about why power feels dangerous when you've experienced powerlessness yourself. And today, I'm showing you how to build visibility when being seen triggers your nervous system. Because building a business requires visibility. You have to be out there in the world. But if being seen historically meant being targeted, visibility becomes unbearable, like full on panic attacks. And you know what I'm talking about if you've experienced them. So, if you don't know who I am, hi, I'm Tiffany Zehara, and I specialize in bringing humanity back into business by stopping compartmentalization and bringing your whole self into your work so you can confidently do what you are here to do in the world. Okay, so here is where things get a bit complex because building a business requires visibility. You have to be seen, you have to have people know that you exist, influential enough that people trust you and choose to work with you. But if power feels dangerous, if being seen historically meant being targeted from your own experience, your community, your family's experience, if influence feels like the tools of the oppressor, then visibility becomes unbearable. Navigating visibility when it feels dangerous requires building safety while stepping forward. Define your boundaries before you're visible. Decide in advance what you will and will not share, what access people have to you, what's private and what's public. Boundaries make visibility safer. Build visibility gradually. You don't have to go from hidden to everywhere overnight. Increase visibility in increments that your nervous system can tolerate and still feel safe. Choose your platform strategically. You don't have to be visible everywhere. Pick the platforms where you have people that are actually looking for the work that you are doing and where you feel safest. Practice visibility with support. You don't have to do this alone. Have people who can remind you that being seen doesn't automatically mean being harmed. Whether that's your family, your friends, that business network, have that community, have that support. Separate visibility from vulnerability. You can be visible without being defenseless. You can share your expertise, your perspective, and your work without performing emotional exposure. Reclaim your agency through small decisions. Practice making low stakes business decisions without seeking that external validation. Build evidence that your choice can be trusted. Build evidence that visibility can be safe. Start small. Share something true. Notice that you survive being seen. I remember the first time this happened for me. I've spoken on other platforms about how my work evolved past just straight business development work, and that I was doing more with incorporating pleasure out of my experience as a sex worker. But I remember the first time I shared this publicly. It was a podcast that just gotten traction from a major media outlet and was rapidly gaining new followers. So I felt completely out of control with the exposure that was happening. I remember the day the episode went live, and I was absolutely terrified. I just sat in my living room and kept having this expectation that the roof was going to collapse in on me. I have no idea where this analogy came from, but I just had this sensation that that's what was going to happen. That's what I was feeling in my body, that just everything was going to collapse in. But guess what? No roof collapse. Nothing actually happened. I was okay. And that signaled to my nervous system that it's okay to start being visible in the complex, vulnerable ways that I actually needed to be out in the world, having these difficult, taboo conversations. So you can be visible without being unsafe. You can hold authority without replicating harm. You can influence without manipulating. Power is not the problem. Unchecked, unaccountable, harmful power, that's the problem. You get to practice something different in your business. That's why it's your business and you're not an employee. If you want to identify your specific pattern around power trauma and get practical tools for navigating visibility, take the quiz in the description, and I'll see you in the next video.